Hello Guardians, it is Ebontis here. First video for Black Armory, and just a quick run through on how to knock out this quest quickly and efficiently. You may think of these things, but honestly some may not come to you quite as quickly. So if you guys want to know the quickest ways to knock out this quest, I will show you how. The Black Armory part of the Forge I will probably do in a separate video so you guys can just see the playthrough and a guide and stuff to do there, recommendations of light level and things like that. Now my thoughts on the overall annual pass and things like all of that's going on around in the community, that is not in here. That will be separate. I'm giving things time to settle down. Bungie's already literally made a change in a day, so again, not making any snap judgments. That stuff will come later. This is just a guide to knock out most of the quest as quickly as possible. So when you log in after Black Armory has gone live, and if you have the annual pass, you'll see the Black Armory Spider has requested your presence. So you're going to go to the Tangled Shore. We're going to go talk to him real quick, and we're going to see what he has to say.
You know me, friend. I'm a sensitive soul. I take no pleasure in seeing members of my family in distress. Take, for example, my highly valued business associates, the Black Armory. Your assistance might just be the pick-me-up they need. Their name never graced your ears, I know. Allow me to pull the vast curtain of things Guardians don't know back an inch. This right here is a token of the Black Armory's appreciation. Without it, they won't appreciate the presence of someone with your job description. Tread carefully, friend. You won't find hospitality as warm as the spiders behind their doors.
Alright, so we're going to take the Black Armory badge. Go ahead and pick it up. Check our milestones on the map. It says find the Black Armory in the annex of the tower. So we're going to load in the tower and go find it real quick. Alright Guardians, once you load into the tower, we're going to run over here to the right, and it's pretty much right next to the Gambit entrance kind of half door, and we're going to run in and get this thing started. If you don't want any spoilers, of course you can tune out now, but if you're in this far, again, just a quick guide. Now if you want to skip ahead to just the quest sections, of course, refer below to the description for the timestamps, or you guys probably saw those in the beginning as well, if you just need tips on knocking out one specific piece of this quest. Hopefully that'll help you out, but, you know, took me actually a minute to find this place, even though I felt like an idiot once I found it. But figured I'd show you guys where everything's at, and just the easiest and efficient way to knock all this stuff out. So run down the stairs, come over here. This is all a new area in the tower, and we're going to walk over to this door. Locate the entrance to the Black Armory, take out the Black Armory badge, and let's see what happens.
Stunning, isn't it? That weapon is beyond special. A witness to the slaughter of our founder, and my ally in vengeance against those responsible. Light bearers, just like you. You are not welcome here, Guardian. I see. Well then, what we offer, Guardian, is privilege, normally afforded to those who do not already have their own. Today, however, it would seem our doors are open to you. Welcome to the Black Armory.
Alright, so the door is open, and apparently Ada-1 is not very happy to see us. Haven't actually figured out why yet, but hopefully we'll get that information later. So let's talk to her.
Our wares seduce you, Guardian. However, none can currently be sold. The Red War left us without a vital necessity, our forge. In its absence, our operation has all but ceased. We have found no success in locating it despite our best efforts. If you truly covet our wares, then understand. We would very much like our forge back. And Guardian, if you would return empty-handed, you'd best not return at all.
So she really doesn't like us. That's pretty clear. We're not entirely sure why, but there's something going on, being as the fact that we hold up this special card and now we can enter. Seems kind of arbitrary to me. And also it's this place in the tower that nobody ever talks about. Kind of another piece as well. Anyway, so you guys can read the flavor text on screen. What we're going to do is pick up this basic machine gun frame. And we're going to go do a couple of steps, and I'm going to guide you guys through quick places to do that. So let's pick this up, and it does say recover weapon core from certain places on the EDZ and doing things from Fallen. So we're going to head to the EDZ once we pick this thing up, and I'll explain as we go. Alright, Guardians, so one of the quest steps is recover weapon core from a stolen black armory crate in the Outskirts or the Gulch. That I will get to just in a little bit, but the first thing is obtain ether, compound ether, from Fallen. Pretty much how do you do this? You kill Fallen. As soon as you kill Fallen, it starts dropping. So, pretty simple step, just find all the Fallen you can if you need a good collection of them. Again, everyone you kill drops one, it goes pretty quick. So, I'm not going to show you guys all of those, so I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to collect these real quick and then show you the 2 locations on the EDZ for these Fallen Saboteurs. So, let's go ahead and cut ahead to the Outskirts first. Alright, Guardians, so when you come from the Trostland to Outskirts, the location for this Fallen Saboteur is going to be as follows. So once you get into this area, you'll see the public event space in the middle, where you usually have your public event going on. Pick up your rally flag. Usually might want to find a rally flag because you're going to need some heavy ammo to take out this servitor. Now, down here actually is up, so this works actually pretty well timing-wise. Try not to have too many distractions. And what you're looking for is going to be one of these large Fallen Saboteurs. Now, you may have somebody around, you may not, but the way they work, they have little drones around them, which will give them a shield. So you got to kill the drones first. Those are kind of an important piece. And then once those are down, then you can start doing the damage you need to. Now, something like this, I can go to town with, you know, Empowering Rift and Thunder Lord and pretty much melt him pretty quickly. Other things, you know, Well of Radiance, supers, heavies, you know, things with a lot of ammo capacity and a lot of damage potential. Sleeper, Whisper, Thunderlord are going to work pretty well. So, once one of those has been defeated, see if there's anything around. And technically you don't have to defeat those, but that's when you know the little crates are going to be up. So, the crates you're looking for are going to be over here. You can find Drock with one, or one is actually going to be down towards the water. So these little cores are going to come from these chests. So this is the collect the loot, open it on up. You'll get the core into your little quest item there, and you'll be done with this first step. Now, I'm going to go over to the Gulch, because sometimes this isn't up, and the mini-boss has to be up. I don't know if he has to be killed, per se, to open this chest. You could just shoot the chest and the drones pick it up, and you could be good to go. But if you kill the Fallen Saboteur, you have a chance at some of the new weapons as well, so no reason not to. So let's jump over to the Gulch, and I'll show you where that one can be located as well. Alright, Guardians, so from your landing zone, you can turn to the left, and it's going to be kind of on the ramp from this upper and lower section. So over here, you usually have some Cabal that spawn up here, just like these guys right here. Pretty easy to take care of, nothing too crazy. Shoot them a few times, they're good to go. Now, usually the Saboteur that you're looking for is going to be right below me. Okay, leave me alone. Should be right down in this region here. So I'm going to go ahead in time and just skip ahead with the joys of editing. And when this guy get here, actually you guys can see, neutralized shield drones. That's perfect. A Fallen Saboteur has arrived. So all of this stuff comes together. And the crate right here can be opened pretty early. So, I mean, you could just jump in and do that. But if you're here, you got some people around, you got some heavy ammo, take out the Fallen Saboteur, which this time is going to be a big old Centurion. So definitely help out some people if they're working on it. You're going to need to do this for other quests anyway, so knowing where these guys are at is going to serve you pretty well. And he's down as well. And hey, sometimes he'll drop a weapon. I haven't got one from him yet, but hey, this is a perfect example right here. So let me go ahead and clear out a little bit of space from something I don't need anymore. Any of these things can probably go. Yeah, it's fine. So this is why I wanted to show you guys this. So some of the new weapons that can just randomly drop from this new annual pass expansion are the new Dead Armory weapons. Dead Armory, I'm looking at dead. Black Armory weapons. You'll notice most of them kind of have a resemblance to an old weapon, but will have this weird like insignia afterwards, almost like a boat tag or an airplane tag. Like a couple letters, some numbers, just to signify what it is. The shaders on these can be different. So refurbished Black Armory, these are kind of where you're going to get some of these shaders. And also they're going to have different perks and things like that coming with them. So they're worth kind of doing. If you're around, you see the boss drop, you may as well kill it. So next step of this quest is going to be power weapon multi-kills and power weapon hive kills. Multi-kills are going to be at least 2 together, and then hive kills are going to be, well, straight up killing hive. So my recommendation, you can do this in multiple places. You can either do it on Mars, go wherever you need to. But my advice is if you're going to do this is to find a place with a public event. So for me, what I actually recommend is Titan. Because if you need hive in a collection and all kind of lumped together in a small area, not spread out all over the place so multi-kills are easier, my recommendation is Titan. So let's go ahead and fly to the rig and I'll show you why. A couple of lost sectors make this pretty easy. Alright Guardians, once you land in the rig, my advice is try and find a public event so you can fill up your heavy ammo because that's what you're going to need. Now, Thunderlord is a very, very good gun to use for this because you got a lot of ammo, you've got a lot of bullets, and multi-kills with the lightning, that chains pretty well together. My other recommendation is if you do not have Thunderlord, which I know not everybody does, do things where you can get those groups together. And for ammo capacity, my recommendation is a grenade launcher with some blast radius or, say, a rocket launcher with cluster bomb. Now, rocket launchers, you're only probably going to have 6. Grenade launchers, you'll have like 12, 15. If you have grenade launcher reserves, maybe a little more. So grenade launchers might be a little easier to get some of these. Like, at least with the grenade launcher, I can get 15 kills, some double kills with heavy. You know, might have a decent, hit a couple rally flags, like 2 or 3. Rocket launchers are probably going to be slower just because you have less capacity and they don't always group up together. So my recommendation on this is actually, if you don't have Thunderlord, grenade launchers are going to work pretty well. And even swords, if you can get the enemies together, just quick, like 1, 2, 3 swipes, something like that actually might work pretty well as well. Single shot items like Whisper of the Worm, linear fusion rifles, those are probably not going to be as well. Some type of explosion with a lot of ammo, grenade launchers, or a bunch of ammo, //, and see how it goes. Now the double kills, you're going to have to make sure they're next to each other. It can't just be 2 like halfway across the room. But my recommendation for where to go is the lost sector we all used to farm, Cargo Bay 3. So the one we did for so many of the faction rallies. So when you load in, just come up this ramp, head over here. And when you get to this little ledge, what you can do is just jump over here. Normally this isn't always here. And then we're just going to land down on this catwalk. Make sure you catch yourself. And then come down in here. So you'll have a decent amount of hive. You'll have quite a few that you can kill together. And most of the lost sectors are all going to have hive in them. So any of the lost sectors on this planet should work pretty well. So we're going to run down in, get a few multi-kills. I'll just show you guys what I'm talking about really quick. So I have a couple together. Like these 3 here together. Chain them together. This is why Thunderlord works really well. So just in that quick run right there, there's a multi-kill, a couple knights together, these guys on the back. And again, it's going to go pretty fast. So let's check real quick, and then I'm going to skip ahead to pretty much the next step. So I got 5 multi-kills, because I got a couple groups together. Usually it just needs to be 2. I don't think it has to be 3. And then hive kills, I killed 9 enemies already. So you got to kill 50 hive enemies, get 15 multi-kills, and once I'm done with this, I'll be back for the next step. Alright Guardians, so once you've defeated the hive and gotten the multi-kills, the next thing you need to do is defeat powerful enemies with power weapons. So the key is both, and those basically qualifies any orange bars. Now my recommendation for this is honestly to go to the Leviathan, and it's literally the opening 6 guys. It's pretty easy to do. So let's go ahead and go there, and I'll show you guys how that works. Alright Guardians, so once you load onto the opening of the Leviathan from Nessus, you're going to have a few guys here in the front. Now, you're going to have 2 guys in the back, and they're the Colossus. Those are going to hurt more. But these 3 guys here real quick, the Loyalist Legionaries, they can go down pretty quickly. Now, I'm going to do this with Thunderlord, and then we're going to try it with a couple other weapons just to see what works, efficiently. So, I know Thunderlord is going to work well, but if you have Sleeper, you can melt 3 of them at a time, and I'll kind of show you how those work real quick. So, And this is killing these 6 with Thunderlord. Now, if you don't get too close, the Colossus won't mess with you. Colossus tend to hurt, and you might actually die from those, so that's one of those why I would say probably not to do that. So now we're going to try something like a sword. This is probably going to hurt a little bit more, but I figured I'd try it for entertainment value, so here we go. Loading back up. Leviathan reload, here we go. Alright, Guardians, this could be a mistake, but for entertainment value, we're going to try this with a sword. I could get smoked, so if this fails, we're going to move on to a grenade launcher next. But every time you load the raid, you do start with ammo. And the nice thing is, until you tick them off, they're not going to hurt you. So actually, I survived that, surprisingly. So there's a few more. And that's why I said the Colossus will kick your butt. Alright, grenade launcher, that one's next. Alright, so this is going to be grenade launcher. Let's see how this goes. This one does have rampage, so I probably have a bit of an advantage. Alright, well if I'm out of range, apparently these two just are glitched in time forever. This one is forever doing his little 1-foot dance, and this guy is just surprised for life. So any of those will work for you guys, just multiple, like the more ammo you have, the more you're going to be able to do it. And again, every time you reload the raid, which I know on console loading things can take a little longer, but every time you load it, you will reload at least some ammo for power. So whether it's Thunderlord, sword, grenade launcher, rocket, that's up to you. Now rockets you probably only get 2, so I'd probably go grenade launcher here. So I'm going to grind this out and get to the next step. Alright Guardians, so the final piece of the machine gun calibrated frame is Radiant Seeds collected, and it just is by defeating powerful enemies. Now again, you can find these naturally out in the world, even something like a Fallen Glimmer public event, you're going to have a lot of powerful enemies, but there's no guarantee that you're going to have powerful ammo. Now powerful ammo is important on the last step, this one you could do more naturally, but as you're sitting here in the Leviathan anyway, just keep reloading it, kill these, 6 enemies or so. They won't all drop the little radiant seeds, but they will, drop like 60-70% of the time. So most of these guys will drop a few. So we'll see how many I get out of this little set of enemies. So I actually got, what is that, 5 for 6? That's pretty good. Again, so drop rate is decent. You could try and kill one of these guys up top as well. Typically the Colossus just wreck me, so it's usually not worth it. Because their rockets are just crazy powerful. And have some amazing heat seeking too. But if a grenade could work well, I might get one more. Is it worth the time? Yeah, it's up to you. And now we just reload. So let me finish this step up. Same method. Reload. Use your whatever you want to kill them. And on something like this, Whisper might even be a better option if you can manage those crit shots. So that's an option too. Sleeper, I think I've put through all 3 heads on one side in a row. So there's different options for you guys to use on this one. Just kill, majors, and then we'll finish this part up. Alright, Guardians. So once you finish this one up, we're going to return to Ada-1. So let's see what she has to say for this final piece. Now, quickly, one thing I will say, as you may or may not have noticed, once you visit the Black Armory, and I don't know if that's specifically what unlocks it, but you have a new landing zone in the Annex, which is going to make your access to the Black Armory much quicker. So, we're going to go ahead and land there, and I'll show you where that's at. Alright, Guardians, so we loaded into the Annex over here. This is just a separate little hangar that they've opened up. So run up the stairs, and we're going to go see what she has to finish this piece up. So down the stairs we go, over here, and back to Ada-1.
Dare I go against our values and ask a Guardian to craft a new Black Armory weapon? If I do, our operations could finally restart. But more of their kind would come. They'll want our wares, of course. We'll need more supplies to meet demand, which means even more Guardians, which means further disgracing the memory of our founder. You've put me in quite the predicament.
So she is very torn And I know they do like to keep things vague, but I don't know who the founder of the Black Armory is. I'd like to kind of dig deep. Maybe somewhere in the lore, Bife or Mylan Games or one of those awesome guys will find it. Maybe we'll figure it out later. But she's surprised at what you've accomplished with the new weapon frame. She sees the potential within you and knows it would be a foolish step not to basically develop your Guardian into helping her out. Calibrated weapon frame is just one step toward helping the Black Armory. Another is finding the Lost Forge, which Ada-1 believes to be hidden deep within the Cabal base in European Dead Zone. Travel to the EDZ and locate the missing Volundr Forge to craft the Black Armory weapon. So with your Radiant Matrix, go ahead and pick that one up. Now, from here, basically what I'm going to tell you guys is this is where things are kind of up in the air and changing. They are working on things. I'm waiting for this week at Bungie to come out, but I do want to get this guide up for you guys so you can at least get to this step. Now, I did finish the Black Armory first forge, which is called the Volundr Forge, and I finished it about 6:04, and I was with a couple people, and we were talking while we went through it. Now, I will say I did use Whisper to be able to finish up the boss, because the boss is about 6:25. They literally changed it within one day. First day, the levels of the activity were 15, 620, and 615, 625, and the boss was 630. And there's 3 different waves broken up that way. They already lowered everything by 5, so now it's 610, 620, 625. So it's a little bit easier. Now, it's not going to be a cakewalk, and some people were hoping this would be something if you were 550 you could get into. But this is meant to be in-game. It's what they've explained. But they are still trying to kind of adjust accordingly as they go. More information is going to come out today, so I'm going to try and get this one up for you guys before I go. And then hopefully that can be handled accordingly. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you did enjoy the video, I will get another guide up for the Forge itself, specifically gameplay of what to look for, enemies to watch for, kind of builds and things like that. So look for that one later. Flashpoint will be tomorrow, so make sure you guys do tune in live. That one will be pretty awesome. Lots of stuff to discover, opinions and things will be had, so definitely a good time to tune in, chat with us live on my Twitch channel. If you haven't followed me there, do so. You'll know when we go live. It'll be 8 a.m. Central Time. But other than that, thank you guys very much. You can follow me on Twitch, on Twitter, Ebontis on both, and then right here on YouTube. If you guys haven't subbed yet, we're on our way to 27.5, but I was going to say we're on our way to 30,000 subs, which is amazing. So if you haven't subbed yet, the content, I will keep it coming. So thank you guys very much. Hit the sub button. If you enjoyed it, hit a like, drop a comment below to say hey, and I'll see y'all soon. Have a good one.